Good afternoon, my friends. We are here today at Universal Orlando because we do have another huge update for HHN 34. We have some brand new food booths and also some new props around the entire park. But I'm also here to give you guys some advice on how to hit all 10 houses in one night when you come to the event this year. And that is ranging from the most expensive route all the way down to no money at all. So enough talking, let's go ahead, get in there, have a great time, and dive in. I am already seeing an update before I even walk through the gates. They have added 3 speakers right here. So this will not be our neon truss. That is finally confirmed, which I kind of thought it wasn't. I think that neon is going to be right there. And we're gonna get a little closer look because there's more updates ahead of us. Exactly as I thought. This will officially be our conservatory gates. And they haven't finished it yet. They still have this piece back here. They'll probably add more cobblestones, maybe that's how that'll be, or maybe the truss will just sit here for support. But it is good to see an update here, and we finally know that the conservatory gates will be here, and I think that neon will be right up top above it, which I think is going to be pretty cool, man. I can't wait to see the finished product of this gate. This is going to be awesome. Now, there is 5 different ways on how we can hit all 10 houses. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and start with the most expensive route. And we're gonna work all the way down to the least expensive, which will be at the end of my video, so stay tuned. But the most expensive route, obviously, will be Rest in Peace Tour or Premium Scream Night. You can get everything done and more if you buy those 2 big boys. They range from about $120 plus at the moment. They actually moved the Premium Screen Night from $350 to $415 at the minimum now. So yeah, if you want to go to Premium Scream Night, I recommend it highly. $415 still is a decent price, but that is the most expensive route. And if you're looking for like a red carpet treatment per se, and you're not looking just to get in all the houses and eat, the Rest in Peace Tour is definitely the route you want to go if you want to get that red carpet treatment and feel special, because they also give you express pass after the Rest in Peace Tour. So that is the most expensive route, but we do have some scare zone props ahead of us. Now, I don't think there's anything new on this, but I feel like every time I come here, I see like some new type of greenery on this this gate right here. It's highly decorated, and I really do love it. I hope the front gate looks somewhat this way also. Now, what is new here is that these candles were actually lit up the other night, and shout out to Ethan Hershaft for getting a good photo of this. He was here later that night. Go give him a follow. But as you see, the candles were lit up and they looked really good. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what all the scare zones will look like once it hits dark time when HHN comes. One thing I was not able to capture was this Y6 long t-shirt. The design on this is really nice and it's $40, but what I hate is that why is it long sleeve when it's gonna be hot? This would sell so much faster if it was like a short sleeve or even a tank top, but this design is awesome, man. It has all of them on there. I love this. Huge update here, guys. So they added a dead body right there in a chair, and we'll go take a look at behind and see if there's anything we can find. But they also updated the stack of like tray of glass cups they had here, and it's covered, which means there is something gruesome under there. And if you remember in my other video, I said that there was something missing up top. It just looked like they were gonna place something there. And then they did add this little set piece right here, which I don't think is finished. Something may go on top of there. It looks unfinished. It looks like something belongs on top of that. So we will see if I'm right about that, but I like the little set piece that they have right here. And now, from looking at this, it looks like they possibly have a human head forked inside the top of that thing. That's exactly what that looks like. And that is pretty cool if so. So we'll see once HHN comes, but that's my guess on what's underneath that. And I think that's pretty cool. Also, it seems they've added another scare trigger. So there's one right there, and there's another right here. And we only had one last time, which means we're gonna have some type of effect right here. And I looked underneath, and if you see right there, that seems to be a woman, because those looks like some heels, some white heels. So there is a woman underneath there, unfortunately. I don't know, man. I can't wait to see once they uncover this and see what happened to him. But there's a lot of gruesome in this scare zone, I must say. We have another huge update here where the bat location is at, and it seems they've added another body, and then it definitely looks to be like a full-size human, because if you come to the back of it, you'll see that there is some shoes right there. There's a scare trigger right there also. I wonder what that's for. But you can't really see underneath it. And all I can say is that it's gruesome. This scare zone is very gruesome. I'm seeing body parts, bodies popping up everywhere now. We have bodies on almost every single stage, actually. So I'm happy to see that, because I don't want a Vamp 69 scare zone. I want a gruesome vampire scare zone, and we have dead bodies at every single set piece now. That is awesome. I honestly cannot remember the last time we've had a true horror vampire scare zone. It's been a minute. It's definitely been a minute, because Vamp 69 was not true horror. It was fun. It had the dancing vibes, had the disco vibes, but it wasn't true horror, and they're definitely doing that with Masquerade, it seems to be. And I couldn't be more excited about that. But let's go ahead and go on to our second advice on how to hit all 10 houses, and that's obviously going to be Express. If you get the Express Pass, you can knock out all 10 houses with a lot of time left in the event, truly. And you can enjoy yourself, you can eat, you can drink, you have time, you won't feel rushed. So definitely get the Express Pass. It's about $170 plus, but it's definitely a lot cheaper than the Rest in Peace tour or Premium Scream Night, and it's definitely a get for you if you're looking to not wait in any lines. Now, in this Cat Lady Crooked Lane scare zone, right here in these little like cubbies, they seem to have shredded the sheets that they had here. I'm not sure how new that is, but it is a nice touch. And it seems they have added more greenery to the Cat Lady's house, actually a lot of greenery. And I was told that I missed some scare triggers. So let's do a recount, because they definitely have more than I thought. So they got one right here, and then there's two hiding in the vines of right here. And here is three is hiding right behind these buckets of barrels. And lastly, we have 4 and 5. So there is 5 scare triggers in here. And I'm very interested to see how, I think something inside the house would definitely light up. That would be one of the triggers for sure. But I do not know what else will be for the triggers. Maybe they'll put some in here to cause like the potion to start bubbling or something. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But it is pretty cool that they got 5 scare triggers on this porch. Oh yeah, here we go, guys. They have finally added the food booths back here where Animal Actor stage is, and they look awesome. And I know they're not finished, but even the startup looks awesome. They've added the vines here. I love how they just make these vines look so real with the leaves on it. I love it, man. I love it. But I can't wait to see what type of food they have here. Last year was the walking tacos and the bean Cheetos hot dog. We'll see what they do this year, but I definitely have high expectations from them on this food cart back here. Now, for my third cheapest way of hitting all 10 houses, get the 11 p.m. Express Pass. Yes, they have that. A lot of people don't really know that, but they do have an 11 p.m. Express Pass. I would say majority of the time. Some nights they may not have it. They may sell out quick. But if that's your plan, majority of the nights they do have that pass, and it's $100, which is a lot cheaper than regular Express. And you get it at 11 p.m. So that gives you 3 hours to knock out maybe what? You probably have like 5 houses left. And my advice to you, if that is your plan, do the originals first, because you'll knock them out easy at the beginning of the day. And then once you get that pass, you can use it on all the IP houses, which after 12 o'clock, a lot of people end up leaving. And some of those IP houses, the time just goes way, it cut in half for some of them. Some of them do be long, but for the most part, if you got an Express, it doesn't matter because you're gonna be in the Express line. So that is my third way. And these last two, you guys gonna wanna stay tuned for that one because it'll be the cheapest way you can do to hit all 10 houses. All right, so quick stop over here by the Spartan area. Those were definitely chairs I saw last time. You can see it clear as day now. And is that a lantern? That looks like a lantern also. But that's Hatchet and Chains, guys. It's coming along great. See something new every day, so it's pretty cool to see. Whoa, ho, ho, look at that. Look at that progress, guys. We are going to have our bridge back before HHN for sure now. They have picked up the progress on this bridge. Thank God. Let's see if we can get a better look at it at another angle. So here is another angle of the bridge, and yeah, it's definitely coming along great, and they should have this done probably, I would say at least within 2 weeks, tops, maybe by next week, but they have made huge progress on this bridge. Thank you, Universal and HHN. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the fourth cheapest option that we have to hit all 10 houses. And I had to sit down for this one because there is a little bit more details regarding to it. Now, before we get into it, remember these two rules. Any IP 55 and below, you go. No matter what, you go to those houses. Now, any IP that is 90 and above, you try and wait that out. You don't want to waste over an hour and 30 minutes in a house unless there is nothing else that you need to hit, and that is like the last thing left for you to hit. So, Scream Early ticket. Scream Early ticket is only $55, and if you have a park ticket and a Halloween Horror Nights ticket, you actually get in for free. You don't have to spend $55 on it, so remember that also. But if you have a Scream Early, you really don't need Express. Your night may be a little bit longer, but you do not need Express to hit all 10 houses in one night. Because with Scream Early, you already can go to your IPs, knock out at least 2 of the heavy IPs. Knock 2 of those out, you may be able to get in 3. Sometimes you're able to get 3 houses done. But once you get done with those 2 or 3 houses, then once the park opens, you race all the way back to the back of the park where the sprung tents are. Because at the beginning of the event, a lot of people do not turn right. They always go straight through the gates. They never turn right to the other scare zone and go to the back of the park. And those lines are usually very, very low. Now that may throw a monkey in a wrench with Fallout. I don't think we've ever had an IP that big in the sprung tent area. We got Fallout over there, so that could change, but I doubt it will. But that's how you knock out at least 4 to 5, maybe even 6 houses before 8 o'clock. Now, I will say, if Fallout is 40 or below and you're back there, you better hit it, because Fallout has a huge fan base, and people, once they figure out where exactly Fallout is towards the middle of the night, that line will get long and they will make their way over there. So if Fallout is 40 and below and you back there at the beginning of the park, you might as well hit it. Then from 8 all the way to 2 o'clock in the morning, you have about 6 hours to knock out maybe 5 or 4 houses. So let's just say you've knocked out 2 or 3 IPs, and then let's say you knocked out 3 originals before 8 p.m. hit. So that leaves you with 2 IPs and 2 originals left. Go and just knock out the IPs, because once 12 o'clock hits and people start leaving, those IPs lines still be long. They can, like last year, Insidious around that time, around that 12 to 2 time, was still 80 minutes. So the IPs are gonna be long no matter what. You might as well just knock them out from that 8 to 12 range, and then you have the IPs left, which that 12 to 2 time, them IPs be dead. They be from 35 all the way to walk-ons. So that is my advice to you on staying Scream, because you truly do not need Express. I'm telling you. Quick update here. So it seems in the Club Horror Zone, they have finally taken down those Coca-Cola green cloths that they had right here, and now it's just pure black. Hopefully that's a sign that we should see some more stuff coming up. We'll see. I don't think we're gonna have any props here or anything like that, but a man could dream, right? Wait a minute, they had 3 bar lights on here, but they have taken those bar lights down. I wonder why. Let me know in the comments if you have a good theory on why they took those bar lights down. Now, one thing that has been confirmed is that the tribute store will be in this arcade And I think we're gonna start here and go all the way down where and end where Sahara Traders is at. That's the path I think they're going to go with this tribute store. I'm excited to see how they do it. Is that a 10 I see in Sting Alley? No way. Is this a food booth, guys? I don't think so. What's inside of it? Nothing. So there's nothing inside of this tent at the moment, but they have it up for a reason. We should see something soon, hopefully. Minor update, they did add the BuzzCon. I'm guessing that's the waste, the toxic waste. That's what I'm assuming. But they did add that on this little set piece right here, which is pretty cool. Wait a minute, I just realized this. So I was looking at the box, and this is cloth. Do you think there's like a gruesome body part inside here? Or do you think that's like for a speaker? What do you think that's for? I didn't realize that until now. They have also updated this florist set piece right here and added a bunch of flowers. That is pretty cool. And one thing I thought, I thought this was like throw up or something, but it actually may be the toxic waste now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know why I didn't think of that until now, but that definitely may be the toxic waste. But yeah, this is the minor update they have on this florist one right here. Pretty neat. Now, for my 5th and final advice to you on how to hit all 10 houses in one night. This is for my free people, my people who don't want to spend a penny other than a ticket to get in to try to hit all 10 houses. You guys better be prepared. Get your running shoes, eat before you come, and be mentally ready, because this is going to be a very long and tiring night for you. But your mission is to get all 10 houses done, and you're gonna get it done. So, rule number 1, get there at least an hour early, because the line's gonna be long for when they open the gates. Maybe even an hour and 30, to be honest. And once 6:30 hits, do not walk straight ahead. Do not go straight ahead at all. What you want to do is take that right, because everybody natural motion, because they see all the props, they see that big scare zone up front, they know the IPs are going to be on back there also. They naturally just walk straight. Most people do. Some people turn right, but you need to turn right, because what you want to do is go ahead and hit those sprung tin areas. The sprung tin area is where the original houses will be at, and you want to knock out at least 2 original houses to start the day off. Once you knock out those 2 original houses, you should be done by 7:30. You may be done before 7:30, because one of those houses may be a walk-on. But once you get that done, your goal from 7:30 to 12 is to knock out the IPs, at least 4 of them. Try to knock out at least 4 IPs from 7:30 to 12 o'clock. That gives you about 4 hours and 30 minutes to like travel there and walk and do the IP houses. They're all in the same area. I advise you to go to the front of the park where there's like at least 3 IP houses, so you can knock those 3 out at least. And then once it gets from 12 to that 2 p.m. frame, you'll only have about 4 houses left, and that will be at least 3 originals and 1 IP left. If you have those 3 originals and 1 IP left, and it's that 12 o'clock stance, remember what I said. IPs, yes, they can be about 80 minutes long even after 12 p.m. But from 12 p.m. to 2, those originals usually die down to the point where they're like 35 or less. At least majority of the time they do. You should be able to knock out at least 3 within an hour and 45 minutes. And then that gives you minutes to walk to one of the IPs to be there right before that 2 o'clock hit. That has happened to me. That's exactly how I did it. I got into Insidious one night at like 1:59. And I was able to knock out all 10 houses in one night with no express, no scream early. I tested it, it works. And I don't know the success rate of that, but it definitely works. And that was my strategy. And I hope you guys, if you're looking to not pay anything other than that ticket, use this strategy. And I'm sure you'll get at least 9 houses done. Definitely possibly 10. And the rules do apply to that also. The rules of anything, any IP 55 or below, you go. No matter what, you go. Any IPs that are 90 and above, try to wait them out unless that is the last house you need to hit. Any IPs lower than that 90 range, disregard that house, go hit another IP. But that should help you get all 10 houses done with really only spending money on the tickets. Quick update here, guys. Transformers queue, the extended queue, finally has been cleared out, which means we are getting our bar back. And I love this bar. This is actually probably my favorite bar out of the event because they have a heavy hand over here. I will say that. So if you see that bar is up, definitely come here if you want to drink, if you want to start your night off right. Now, I went to Origins of Horror to check out something that someone asked me to. They said there were symbols on the back of each of those relics. So I ended up checking them. There is 4 different symbols, and one of them do look like Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy, and another does look like the nuke from Fallout, but I can't figure out the other 2 symbols. And honestly, those symbols may not even be that. They could be something connected to the tribute store. It could be something like that. I don't know. What do you guys think those symbols connect to? I thought it was pretty cool to see that there is 4 different symbols on those relics though. That's all I have for you guys as far as all the advice for Alton houses, how to get them done in one night. And that is all the construction updates so far. We should have more soon. I cannot wait. I'm very excited about the event this year. What are you most excited about? But if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead, smash that like button, share, turn notifications on, and most importantly, subscribe. And you guys have a great rest of your day. See you.